What's up guys, Sharky Joshi here again, bringing you another battle video. So, in today's battle video, this is a battle commentary, as you guys can see today. This is the battle that I did do off screen, and I want to show it to you guys. My opponent, I think if I remember correctly, he was 1581, 1580, 1578, something like that. He was in the high 1500s. So, yeah, that's my opponent's team, as you guys can see there. My team, of course, running the same sand trick room team, as you guys can see there. I do have the Cradily, the Tyranitar, the Cresselia, and last but not least, the Arcanine. While my opponent is running a Raichu, a Umbreon, which is very interesting. You don't see Umbreons whatsoever. Same thing with Dragonites. Raichus very rarely, and my opponent does have the Mega Venusaur, as you guys can see. They're a very annoying team against mine, but nothing I can't handle too much. So let's go ahead and get started with the battle. This is the video that I did promise in my last video, that I will bundle it along with the live battle commentary, because my computer was having problems, sadly enough. So I'm going to show you guys, and then at the same time, I want to show you every single battle I do on this cartridge. And this is a battle that I want to show you. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in Cresselia and Arcanine. My opponent's going to go ahead and bring out Venusaur and Raichu, which is pretty interesting what my opponent does here. He goes for a fake out onto the Arcanine, which is extremely interesting. As you guys can see there, my Arcanine, well, he goes for the Sleep Powder, so it's still a very interesting play. My opponent did kind of predict that I would have safety goggles, but it's still a very interesting play because you never know. Sleep Powder could miss. But anyway, as you guys can see there, my Arcanine does not have Intimidate, so yeah. Just like in my last video, like I said. But since his Venusaur did go first and Sleep Powdered my Cresselia, my Cresselia was able to activate the turn of Sleep on that turn, because this is why fast Spore users are very, sometimes unreliable, like Breloom. This is why Moongus is really good, because you put the thing to sleep and it stays asleep for that next turn, so you can set up and you can do a lot of crazy stuff. Right here, as you guys can see there, my Cresselia was slower than his Venusaur. He put my Cresselia to sleep, and my Cresselia woke up because it used this turn of sleep, and it activated Trick Room. So that was pretty nice for me. I'm going to go ahead and switch on to Tyranitar, since these two Pokemon really can't do anything to Tyranitar whatsoever. Maybe Umbreon. This surprised me. Umbreon had Foul Play, which is, I thought it would have Payback or something like that. Maybe go for a Curse move. But I don't know how people run Umbreons on VGC. I really don't. So I'm going to go for a Willow over here onto the Arcanine. My Arcanine's going to go for a Willow onto the Dragonite to break any of its multi-scales. And since at the same time I saw a Leftovers, this is probably the best possible play I could do. So he's going to go and heal up with Leftovers, but it really doesn't matter because the sand and the burn damage is going to slowly chip away at his health. So I'm going to go ahead and Mega Evolve with Tyranitar over here. And I think I go for a Protect on Tyranitar, if I remember correctly. And I go for a Will-O-Wisp onto the Umbreon. Now this is a very interesting play. My opponent goes for an EQ. I say it's interesting because his Dragonite is already burnt, and it's not going to do a lot of damage to like Arcanine since it already burnt the Pokemon. I'm going to go for a Willow here, but it really doesn't matter because both of his Pokemon are going to get buffered, and I'm going to go for an easy Rock Slide next turn. Actually, to tell you the truth, I should have went for a Rock Slide that turn, but that EQ wouldn't have done enough damage to my Tyranitar. I was mostly hoping for a burn here onto the Umbreon. Of course, its ability is going to activate, but it won't affect Arcanine whatsoever, since Arcanine is a fire type. And it's also pretty interesting seeing an Earthquake onto Dragonite. Even though Dragonite can't learn it, it's pretty interesting. You usually see moves like E-Speed, Dragon Claw, and then maybe, I don't know, like a fire type move like Fire Punch, Ice Punch, something like that. So my opponent's going to go ahead and bring out his Raichu and his Venusaur. I know his Raichu has Fake Out, so I'm just going to go for a Double Protect here just to stall out that Fake Out and have Sandstorm potentially remove any Focus Sash onto that Raichu. I think I haven't broke the Focus Sash yet, but I'm going to go ahead and break any potential Focus Sash. My opponent goes for a Thunder, which is very interesting. Very interesting. And surprisingly enough, my opponent is really good with Thunders because he hits literally all of them except that particular one because of course, to protect. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in Kraydad. Oh, baby, the Kraydad. So he's going to go for a Thunder, which I'm like, did that just really hit? Come on. Did that really hit? Does he have, like, was it choice, not choice, what is that? What is that, the specs thing? I don't know what it's called. The lens, wide lens, I think that's what it's called. Does he have that? Come on. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in Kraydad over here. Kraydad's going to heal up nicely. He goes for a Giga Drain. It doesn't affect Kraydad. It's neutral effectiveness. And then the Sandstorm was still up, so Kraydad took that like a champ. He's going to hit another Thunder, which, yeah, onto Cresselia. It's going to not do any damage. He's going to go for a Sludge Bomb onto the Kraydad. Kraydad's going to take that like a champ also. And I'm going to go for a Sludge Bomb onto the Raichu. This is the following turn, and I'm going to go for a Trick Room. And at this point, my opponent loses because he has no way to deal with Cresselia. Because I'm just going to start psychic everything to death. Good! I can't speak today. But right here, I'm going to go ahead and reveal that I do have Calm Mind. This is my little trick just in case I need to face up against very bulky teams like this. I do have Citrus Berry onto this thing, so I can heal up pretty nicely. He's going to go for a Grass Knot onto the Cresselia, which is very interesting because Cresselia doesn't weigh anything. He should have went for it onto the Kraydad. Maybe would have took Kraydad to the Reds. I don't know. But, 69 health on Kraydad. But I am going to go for the recover here just to troll my opponent. And I'm going to go for another Calm Mind. And my opponent is just, at this point, he knows it's hopeless, but he's going to just stall it out because he wants to waste my time. And so I'm going to go ahead and get very bulky. He's going to go for a Sleep Powder on the Cresselia. He misses, but even if he would have hit the Sleep Powder, it really wouldn't have mattered. Because, I'm already +2, and as you guys can see there, he hit all his Thunders already, and he's not doing any damage. I'm going to go for a Sludge Bomb into the Raichu to knock it out, and at this point the game is over because I am going to be +4 Cresselia, going for a Psychic onto this Venusaur over here, and Venusaur's not going to take that very well. So he's going to go ahead and forfeit the match after this Giga Drain onto the Cresselia, and I'm going to go ahead and heal up with a Kraydad over here. And there it is. There's the forfeit. So, pretty cool game. I wanted to show you guys that so you guys won't... So I won't feel like I skimped out on you guys. You know what I mean. Removed one of your games that you guys can watch. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And until next time, guys, I'll see you guys later with more battle videos. Bye, guys.